Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to build Wisp. Her kit revolves around buffing and tanking. There are a couple of nice synergies that I'm going to show you in this video, so let's check out the build. Let's start with your slot. We want to build mainly for strength and duration, so we have growing power. Pressure footed is for safety. Then we have Umbral Vitality and adaptation for tanking. Since we are using the first one, the first ability for the health buff, we're going to build a lot of health, so adaptation is going to help with that. Then we have Archon Stretch for the range. The Archon version is very powerful because it grants us energy regen for electricity damage, and the electricity from the shock motes counts, so we're going to constantly be regaining energy, and this with Nourish gives us a very good energy economy, which will allow us to not put Prime Flow on this build. We have base energy, and this is more than enough for all the abilities we have. Then we building for duration with Narrow-Minded and Prime Continuity. Duration is very important in this build because her abilities, especially her second ability, which is going to be the main way we are going to survive the missions, will scale with duration, and in particular also the buffs for the first ability will scale with duration. This will allow us to cast the abilities not as often as we could with lower duration, and so you could also put more Archon shards for ability duration. I put them all for strength, as you can see, but you could do a nice mix of both. Personally, I find myself that with Narrow-Minded and Prime Continuity, it's enough, even considering the minus we have for Transcend Fortitude, but let's go by order. Apart from duration, we want strength with Blend Rage, Umbral Intensify, which is boosted by Umbral Vitality, and then Transcend Fortitude. This is the flex slot because you could also put some other strength mod like Augur Secrets, because it provides us with minus 20% energy compared to Transient, but will not have a minus on duration. Then you could also put more Augur mods like Augur Reach for more range or Augur Message for more duration. For the Arcanes, I believe these are the best in slot Arcanes, with one difference. Arcane Bellicose grants us ability strength for max health, and this counts for the max health we gain from the first ability, the Vitality Mote. This means that while we are building strength, we build a higher health value. Building a higher health value gives us more strength thanks to this Arcane. So this is very good for Wisp. Another alternative is Arcane Crepuscular, because the second ability gives us invisibility, and so will give us more ability strength and final critical damage. Bear in mind that this gives us less ability strength compared to the other two arcanes, but will give us the final critical damage, which is going to be useful for the critical weapons. And then we have Molt Augmented, because fully stacked it gives us plus 60 ability strength. As you can see, it's very strength focused, but duration plays a big part on this build. Transcend Fortitude, as I said, is a flex slot. You can just put more duration or more range, that is up to you. Personally, I suggest more range, but with these values, we have a starting strength value of 400% and very good duration that will give us Nourish of the duration of Nourish for 1 minute, and duration of the modes for about 1 minute, a bit more, and the second ability, which is going to last 9 seconds. Now let's talk about her rotation. Her rotation is going to be use Madurai for the Sling Strength buff and cast the 3 motes. Start with the Vitality mote to gain advantage of the Arcane Bellicose, then cast Nourish. Once we have the buffs and Nourish active, we're going to be regenerating energy thanks to Archon Stretch and the Shock modes. After that, we're going to be casting her second ability, and this is going to be our main survival ability, because while we are invisible, enemies cannot attack us, and we are free to attack them. Basically, you can do anything, attack, shoot, and it will not break the invisibility as long as the second ability is active. And then we can cast Breach Surge whenever possible to gain a weapon damage buff. So in this case, I'm using the Predos Incarnon with the melee influence build. And if you prefer, you can use weapons, the guns, that is up to you. And this is pretty much it. This is a very strong frame. It will do you well in almost every type of missions because her buffs are very powerful and her survivability, thanks to her too, is going to be very useful in all kinds of level missions. Subscribe if you found this video helpful. Thank you for watching and you take care now.